Welcome back to Snow King Ice Arena, beautiful Jackson, Wyoming. Game 2 of this doubleheader matchup. The Bantam Yellowstone Yeti facing off against the Jackson Moose. As we make ready, Tucker Baker in net for Yellowstone this morning. And we are off. Moose win that draw back, but no, it's going to be an icing against Yellowstone. So we'll get our first stoppage of play 6 seconds into the hockey game. And this draw will come to Tucker Baker's left here in the near faceoff circle. Isaac Jackson over the dot, ready to take the draw. Draw is one back for the Moose. They'll go D to D, send one down to the low slot. Good defensive stick there from Rawlings, I believe. Here comes Isaac Jackson into the zone, has Corso there on the off wing. Jackson circles around the net, fires a shot pad save. Unable to hold it in is Perry, and that's chipped out to center, now into the zone. Here come the Moose. Number 6 working here from this inside. Fires centering pass across. Rawlings there to disrupt that. Perry then chips the puck back behind the net, sent around. That gets out of the zone, and Macias trying to get on his horse to get to this one. He'll cross-check his man in the back, and it's going to be a penalty coming to Evan Macias as soon as Yellowstone touches up the puck. And there's going to be an icing against Jackson, and that will create time for the penalty to be whistled as Macias goes to the box. 2 minutes, cross-checking. Draw is coming outside the zone because Jackson iced the puck on the delayed penalty call. Yellowstone will win this draw back. It'll be Gunnar Troll with the puck. He fires one out of the zone. Riley tips that one down to the ice. And Moose right through center ice. Get that back in only momentarily. And here comes Blaine Riley. 1-on-2, he'll fire a heavy shot into the glove, and that'll be held. Moose are going to be first to the puck here on the near side boards. Into the zone, onside, but lots of Yeti there. They're able to punt it back out to center. Riley trying again to knock that puck out of the air. It goes deep into Moose territory. Riley in on the forecheck. Good penalty kill thus far. No shots on goal. As that one's hammered down by Gunnar Troll. Schmidt trying to pinch up and intercept that pass, overskated it. But Riley bats back and forth here at center. That's going to go into the far corner. Wyatt Schmidt along the far board, chips it up and out. Riley trying to hustle after this one. It's going to go. We'll get another penalty. This time against Jackson, number 5. We'll see what the call is here. Looks like a roughing. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 40 seconds. And then Yellowstone will get its first power play of the hockey game. Isaac Jackson wins that draw. Shot goes wide across. KADIN Holdren here working far side. Gunnar Troll will pick this one up. Interferes a little bit as the referee. That pass gets on to Holdren. Knocks it down with the body and then turned over. Holldren into the zone's got one man to beat. Works to the backhand side, poke checked off. And Jackson not able to hold it in. He'll circle back center ice. Dumping it in there is Isaac Jackson. He'll chase himself. Holldren, Perry, and Troll round out the 4-on-4 for Yellowstone. Penalty to Macias has now expired. He comes out of the box, and for the next minute 17, Yellowstone will get a power play. Jackson remains in to take this draw. Parker Clark flanking him to the right, along with Blaine Riley up front. Centering pass, looking for Riley there, but it's covered and held. Draw one back, Yellowstone. There's a shot off the iron from Gage Perry. Tips up into the high glass. Yellowstone maintaining control. Pass down into the low slot. That's tipped up by the Moose. Perry sends it deep. Clark and Jackson going to work there on that far side. Now Macias from the defenseman position pushes it forward. Parker Clark handling it here. High point, trying to feed it over, but that does get poked out. Clark right back in onside. Clark delays, feeds it over for Perry, and that just misses right. Wide open net there. Or correction, that was Riley with that shot. With Jackson circling, and he pays the punishment for trying to circle into the slot as Moose deny that. Puck goes up and out of play into the Yellowstone bench. That'll draw the stoppage whistle with 11:52 remaining in the period and 15 seconds on the power play here for Yellowstone. Puck comes right in on Gunnar Troll, didn't see it. Jackson sends this one in to Yellowstone territory. Wrapped around the boards here for Caden Holldren. Holldren sends it back for Perry. He'll reverse it far side. Jace Williams there. Moose are going to come up with possession of this puck, and they're going to fire one from the left shot that beats Tucker Baker. Jackson Moose will open the scoring here in this one, just like they did yesterday. Draw is one back. LUNDVALL pushes it forward. This one gets dumped right back in. Played by Baker. He'll settle the puck for LUNDVALL. LUNDVALL slaps it around far side. Outside to reach a SCHLENKER, and that allows the Moose to keep it in the zone. SCHLENKER and a defensive player there for the Moose overskate that puck, but then put it deep. Intercepted here by Jackson. Feeds it off the wall for JOSEY CORSO. CORSO finds, oh, Jackson, the great pass, but it's sent high and over the net. Good scoring opportunity there to even it back. Jackson fires a wrister from the blue line, blocked out front. Moose sends that one. It's going to go for an icing. Draw is controlled by the Moose. They'll send it up the high glass and out. We'll go for another icing. Riley readies over center. Draw is controlled by Riley. He feeds Clark. Shot goes into the glove and held. And we'll get ready for our third consecutive face-off here from this near circle. This one won by the Moose. They fired around the boards. Pinching up there is SCHMIDT, I believe, yes. Shot from Riley into the glove. Again held, and we'll go back there again. Wholesale change over the boards for Yellowstone. MACIAS to take the draw. Troll keeps this one in. Holdren and Williams up front. Troll and Rawlings are your defensive pair. MACIAS tries to backhand one toward the net. That's blocked. He'll punch that to keep it in the zone momentarily, but Moose have control. Holdren steps over to steal this puck. Holdren sends one toward the net. That's intercepted. Right out in front. Holdren fires a shot, but it's going to be a penalty coming against Evan MACIAS. He's going to get his second of the hockey game. Going to the box. Hands in the air like he didn't do anything. Roughing is the call against Evan MACIAS. And that'll put the Moose on the power play next 2 minutes with 9:14 remaining in the period. Draw one back for Yellowstone, but hustling to it are the Moose. They'll send it around near side. Holdren trying to get it out, not able. Now that puck does carry him off a Moose player now. Denied the zone entry there as Troll, and Holdren is going to get a call himself. Holdren's going to go 2 minutes to the box for cross-checking. And that's going to be a 5-on-3 in favor of the Moose here, as Yellowstone needs to get control here, tempers, and stop taking stupid penalties. You can't afford to put an extra man on the ice when you're trying to even the score here. Jackson will win the draw, put it back. There's going to be a shot that's high and wide. Another one, redirect attempt, it misses. That goes past Rawlings. Rawlings, Clark, and Troll are your PK for Yellowstone. That's fed right out in front. Clark carries this one out. Burning some time is Parker Clark. He'll send this one deep. That one misses, gives Troll an opportunity to control this puck and get it out of the zone. Fires it off the boards and out, no icing. That will burn some more penalty clock. Here come Moose. Into the zone, onside. Pestered there by Isaac Jackson, who just came over the boards. Out there with LUNDVALL and Troll. Centering pass goes off the skate of Gunnar Troll and into the corner. shot. Jackson, that hits somebody in front, does not get through. They maintain control. Fed across, outside the reach of the defenseman. He'll recompose, sends it down low. Bottom of the circle, near side, walks right in, backhand shot. And Tucker Baker shuts it down. Sharp angle shot goes off the outside of the net. Moose coaches are losing their mind at the bench over something. There's a pass across, looking for backdoor, save. Baker cleared out of there by Troll. Remaining 5 seconds, and the 5-on-3 has been successfully killed now by Yellowstone as Holdren comes out of the bench. Fed the puck, finds Holdren. He's got one to beat. Works to the backhand side, fires a shot, save. Good scoring chance with the penalty expiring there by KADIN Holdren. It's going to be sent for an icing here, charged against Jackson. Rawlings from the point, fires a shot that's gloved down. Clark and STALICK working over there far side. Icing against the Moose. Clark wins the drawback, and there's a quick shot from Blaine Riley, blocked out front. Chipped around Gage Perry, and a 2-on-1 odd man rush. Oh, and there's a stick save right off the butt of the stick for Tucker Baker to keep that goal out of the net.
Good save, Tucker!
Another shot wide left. There's a shot redirected. Baker finds that with the right pad. Moose maintained control, sent it back around behind Baker. Right back out front, and there's another shot and save by Baker. Isaac Jackson feeds it up for Riley. Riley can't handle the pass. Perry steps up, and he is taken out right at the blue line. There's a shot in. Baker, he'll get to the glove and hang on. Back in play, Corso sends it deep. Fanned on shot there from the Moose. There's SCHMIDT tying up the forward down low. Around far side. Into the slot. There's a shot high off the glass. This one pushed around for SCHLENKER. Moose send it deep. Karams off. Comes up halfway up the circle for the half wall. Back to the point now for the Moose. They'll go D to D, but nobody home on that side. That's going to allow SCHLENKER to get it and chip it out. Had time to maintain possession. Now having to delay is Jackson right at the blue line for his team to get onside. He'll take it all the way back and set something up behind Baker. Isaac Jackson puts 3 black jerseys in his rear view, 2 left to beat. Sharp angle shot goes off the front of the, right across the front of the crease. And it's going to be an icing coming against Jackson. LUNDVALL keeps this at the blue line, but only momentarily, and it's going to be a one-on-one. Rawlings able to cut it off and get control of that puck.
Good job, Steven. Go, what?
MACIAS, the puck carrier.
Good job, Evan. Turn around.
That one takes a weird bounce, comes right out in front of Baker. Offside. Clark wins this draw back. He played by Troll. Feeds one over for Riley on the near side, but out of his reach, right back in offside. Shot deflected up into the netting for the whistle. Slap shot does not get all the way through. Centered back by the Moose, denied. Baker loses his stick, now gets it back. Outlet pass for Blaine Riley. Riley has 2 to beat. He'll lose the puck. Gage Perry pinches up. Moose in control. And that's sent in by Clark from center. STALICK overskated. Into the zone, just onside.
Wow, we thought it was offside too. It was offside.
Go, UB!
Perry wraps this around the boards, looking for Schlenker. Schlenker digs it off the boards, puts it right on the stick of Isaac Jackson. Then that's stripped. CORSO now battling here at the blue line. CORSO puts it in deep. Moose send it right back out. Intercepted at center by Jackson. He'll put one on net, stick to side. 1 minute to play in the period. Played with a high stick, but then canceled. Now everybody's behind, or it's going to be a breakaway on Tucker Baker. Shot and score. Just a broken defensive play there allows the Moose forward behind everybody, and he makes it count, getting that puck into the back of the net. 2-0 hockey game in favor of the Moose thus far. Just under a minute to play in the period as MACIAS steps in over center for the draw. Pass behind KADIN HOLDREN. He chips it into the zone, looking to see who he has with him. Picked up here by Williams, can't get a shot off, and here come the Moose again. Offside. Oh, they're just not turning it on yet.
4, 5. That was
Here's Moose into the zone. Fires a shot, bottom of the circle, that goes wide. Macias with one last attempt, probably for the period, tries to toe drag around. Good defensive effort, does not permit him a shot. And Moose into the corner. Final couple seconds tick off, and there is the horn. And that will end period number 1. Jackson Moose up on top, 2-0. Change of directions for the teams, and second period is now underway. That one lifted up into the Jackson bench. And just like last period, we'll get a stoppage 6 or 7 seconds into the period. Rawlings chips this one forward. That's over to the stick of Riley. Now from center, Yellowstone all bunched up there. They'll send it in, but nobody to chase, and Moose gains control. Now onto the stick of Stephen Rawlings. He'll send it into the zone. Pressured there, and it'll be Trace STALICK pushing it along the wall. Stepping up to keep this one in is Gage Perry, but only momentarily. Rawlings fires it to Blaine Riley. Riley with a shot blocker save. Good stick there from Gage Perry to hold it in. He'll send one on net, stick to side by the Jackson netminder. Trace STALICK going to work in the corner. Off the glass, and this is gonna not go for an icing. Holds up there just inside the zone, and Moose pushes it out to center. Jackson trying to feed one to CORSO. That misses though, and now CORSO steps on it just inside the blue line. Long stretch pass for the Moose, misses. And it'll be Gunner Troll circling back around behind Baker. Held in at the blue line by the Moose. They'll send it deep. Lundvall back behind Baker now. He'll miss the puck. That allows Moose to gain control. Lundvall goes for the hit and ignores the puck. Centering pass intercepted now, Isaac Jackson. Weaving back and forth. Poke checked off, but he'll retrieve. Sends one into the slot looking for Corso. She cannot receive. And Moose are able to get that cleared back to center. Corso intercepts this one high slot. It's going to be a penalty coming against Gunner Troll. Elbowing is the call. Gunner Troll goes to the box for 2 minutes. 13:01 remaining to play in the period. Draw is won by Moose. Patiently trying to find an open man. He'll walk right into the slot, fires a shot, goes high. Macias sends this one in. Lundvall circles around behind Baker, fired a pass looking for Macias. That misses. Moose put it back in offside, they say. Draw one back. Stephen Rawlings chips it forward into Moose control. They'll dump it just into the zone, back onto the stick of Stephen Rawlings. That's tipped, but it's going to go for an icing. Moose plays along the near half wall. Riley will scoop this one up out to center. Has Clark with him.
Come on, guys.
Clark over to open ice here. Riley goes in deep. Riley pinned against the boards. Could have been an interference call, but no hand in the air. A couple good defensive sticks there from the Yeti to prevent a shot, and the final seconds are going to tick off the penalty to Gunner Troll as the door opens and he comes back out on the ice. To the bench he goes. Isaac Jackson over the boards. Held in here by the Moose. They're deep into the corner. Now the puck comes out. Picked up here, Blaine Riley. Riley fires a shot. That's high. Got to watch for the too many men penalty here, and they do successfully avoid it, just narrowly. Perry fires a shot, blocker save. Icing charged against the Moose. Isaac Jackson sidesteps here. And he went right past Josie Corso. She didn't see it. Shot is high and wide. Moose here from the left circle, playing along the half wall. Jackson with the puck, then loses it over for Schlenker. He'll dump it in. Schlenker chases in the corner, frees the puck. Isaac Jackson now working far side as the Moose swing it around the boards. Held in by Perry, but no forwards deep. Perry again gloves that down, sends it deep. This is going to come all the way around for Schlenker. And back for LUNDVALL at the point. Holdren now over to forecheck on that far side, just held in by Perry. On the stick of Holdren, he's poke checked off. Perry steps up, cracks a slap shot that goes wide left. And we'll draw a whistle. This goaltender, at least they thought he had control. Off the boards, back for Troll. Troll goes D to D, looking across and pass for Rawlings. Holdren then trying to send it toward Jace Williams. Macias bowls over forward. Shot from the Moose. Blocked out front, Macias goes to the boards. Holdren not able to free this puck. And sent back deep. It's going to go for an icing against Yellowstone. Moose control off the draw. Backhanded in deep. Clark gains, that's LUNDVALL, gains control. Sends it around for Riley. They'll bat it back and forth to each other. There's Clark who sends it around. Stick down by Clark, and then it's going to be another goal from the Jackson Moose. Tucker Baker Blocker side, just inside that left post. Draw is controlled by the Moose. Back to the point, they'll fire a shot. Baker closes the 5-hole and hangs on to that, no rebound. Nobody finds it there. Puck just still sitting in the face-off circle. Now finally dug out. Clark trying to push one up for Riley. Riley picks it up in front of the Moose bench. He'll dump it in from center. Just held in here by Jackson, but now back to center. Picked up by Perry. He'll lift it into the zone. And here's going to be another breakaway for Jackson, number 5. Fires a shot. Baker finds that one into the glove and hangs on. Nice save there from Tucker Baker. Lifted up and out of the zone. That's on the stick of Corso. She's not able to navigate around the defender, but now Isaac Jackson in onside. He'll fire a shot. That's saved into the corner. Up and out of play. Off the boards, back, Perry dumps it in deep. Jace Williams now working on the far wall.
Battle, buddy.
Intercepted here. Schmidt puts it in, but offside. Back in play, Gunner Troll dances at the blue line. That would have caused an offside if he went in. There's a collision right at center ice. Picked up here by Holdren, but not able to get the puck past the defender. And Moose gains control. They'll circle behind their netminder. Up the boards. Held in by Wyatt Schmidt. Here's Holdren, high slot, fires a shot. That's deflected into the high glass. Holdren now goes to work in the corner.
Go ahead.
Macias with control, back behind the net. Backhands it around far side, Caden Holdren. Ushers one back for Troll, takes a slap shot, and then the rebound is Macias there, able to put it in blocker side.
Good job, guys.
And Yellowstone opens the scoring on their ends. On the goal from Macias.
Good job, baby.
Gunner Troll with the assist. Moose win the draw. He'll put it into the zone. Perry here off the glass, not out. Jackson right back in. This puck rims around behind Baker. LUNDVALL feeds a pass a bit too hard for Riley. That allows the Moose to keep it in. Perry. Backhand crossing pass. Just doesn't find the number 2 sitting on the back door.
Go, Trace. Job. Go, Parker.
Shot Blaine Riley trying to get this into the zone. Yellowstone looking a bit sluggish at the very moment out there. Held in by LUNDVALL. He'll backhand one deeper. Good keep there from Gage. Perry sends it around the boards, back behind, and Yellowstone will get a partial change. Jackson with a shot, save and covered. Draw controlled by the Moose. Circle back behind their goalie. Into the zone onside. Moose fires a shot. That's high. All the way around the boards to the near side point. Sends it deeper into the corner. Circles around top of the circle. Fires a shot. That's blocked out front by Jackson. Now Schlenker sends one to CORSO. Delayed penalty call coming to Jackson Moose. Isaac Jackson fires a shot. That is saved, and there will be the whistle. We'll see what the call is. It's tripping. Coming to number 5. Jackson Moose goes to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Important moment of the hockey game right here as Yellowstone needs to capitalize on this one-man advantage here before they go to the locker room and the ice cut for the final period. Jackson fires a shot. Rebound is covered. Isaac Jackson plays from the near circle, circles. Fed down for Holdren. Rather Clark. Riley right out front, bats at it a few times, save, and there's another shot, save. Rebound, puck still free, chopping at it is Clark. Puck still free right out front. Trying to dig it out of there is Riley, and it's going to be the Moose getting the clear. Shot, oh, that goes off the far post and stays out. Unlucky there. Right back in, Blaine Riley. Overskates that puck. Isaac Jackson behind him to back it up. Sent around the boards. Riley finds Jackson. Shot off the crossbar. Holdren right at back door. Jackson was right there but couldn't find it. They're batting around a mouth guard instead of the puck. Last 10 seconds of the period. See if they can get one more bit of pressure as Troll puts it in deep. Everybody overskates. Maybe one last shot. Need to feed it. And there is the horn. End of the period. It's Jackson Moose up on top in this one, 3-1. 12 seconds will be remaining on the one-man advantage as they come back after the ice cut. We'll keep the stream going right here, but we'll see you back. You'll hear my voice, I guess, again in 15 or 20 minutes or so. And here we go, third period underway. Isaac Jackson will fire a shot that goes off a shin pad. Held in here by Perry, nope, poked out. Perry's run over by number 6. That puck goes up off the high glass and off the outside of the net as Gunnar Troll picks it up here. Troll fires one through the middle. Moose intercept and Troll bodies over there. Shot is blocked out front by Perry. Its second attempt finds the back of the net. And Yellowstone just come out playing kind of in slow motion there. Third period, Jackson capitalizes. Shot, redirect, and saved off the right pad of Tucker Baker. Jace Williams now working on the far wall. Picked up here by Evan Macias. They'll push it forward out of the reach of Williams, and that allows the Moose to keep it in. They'll walk right into the slot. That'll be covered by Baker and draw the whistle. Draw one back by the Moose. There's a block by Holdren. And then another by LUNDVALL as that puck goes to the corner. Centering pass from the Moose. Broken up by SCHMIDT. Now picked up by Macias. Macias sends one across the front of the crease. Nobody home. Williams will knock this off the boards, keeping it in momentarily. Now back to center, Gunnar Troll. Troll off the boards, looking for Holdren behind him. Macias gets a little bit on it. Puts it deep and goes off for a change. Isaac Jackson over the boards for him. No icing. Troll pushes it around for JOSEY CORSO. Not out. Now comes out. Isaac Jackson with speed has Holdren. He'll fire the shot. That's high. Offside. Draw is won by Yellowstone, controlled by Gage Perry. In front of his own bench. He'll get it out of the zone, gets it right back on his stick. Dumps it in. All the way around here for SCHLENKER. CORSO fires a shot, that one's high. Jackson strips the puck, shoots one, that's off the mask and then covered. Good pressure here from Yellowstone. Around the glass and out. It's going to go for an icing. Center troll, front of the zone bench, chips that one forward. Moose coming to the zone offside. Into the zone. Batted back and forth. Here's Troll. Ushers one over towards Riley. It's out of his reach. Moose put it in deep. KASE LUNDVALL plays it along the boards there on the far side. STALICK unable to get that one forward. Moose right back into the zone. They'll dump it deep. LUNDVALL picks this one up. Settles right behind Baker. Around the boards for Riley. Outlet pass is turned over. Centering pass, puck is free and buried. Number 5 for Jackson. Opportunistically finds that puck and sends it to the back of the net. 11:36. 36 to play here in the period. Jackson again, number 5, fires a shot that's wide left. Picked up by 21 on the far side. He's taken out in the corner. All the way around. That's sent out by Jackson, won't be icing. Just kind of some sloppy play here by Yellowstone. Nobody wants the puck. MACIAS now into the zone. Fakes a slap shot, sends the wrister wide right. Be held in here by SCHMIDT at the blue line. Williams is taken down, and that's going to draw a penalty. As number 5 goes to the box. 2 minutes for roughing. Draw is one back, but out of the zone. Perry retreats here. That pass is errant. Misses everybody. Clark hustling after it. Holdren now from the point, sends it deeper. On the stick of BLANE, Riley fires across. Back to Holdren. He'll send a shot through. That's saved. Holdren again. Fires a shot blocked out front. Pinches up, sends another one, glove save. Goalie way outside the net. Trying to hustle over this one is KADIN Holdren, unable to do so, and that's cleared. Should go for an icing and does. Shot from MACIAS, pad save, rebound out front. Not able to find it. Clark nor Jackson. Puck's lifted in deep. Off the top of the dasher board and back out. Fed down for Isaac Jackson. Jackson finds Clark in the slot. Clark unloads, that's why. Jackson, another shot save. Perry fires one, that's up and off into the netting. 36 seconds or so remaining in the power play for Yellowstone as they still look to capitalize on one. Draws one back from Macias, feeds it over. Jackson, now Clark in the bumper shot, save. Icing charged against Jackson. Back in play. Moose have control. Held in by Perry, put deep. Clark having to turn and chase. This one sent around. Evan Macias will dig it off the boards, but he'll turn it over. Wayne Riley hustle into the corner after this one. Moose reverse it around and they go back to full strength. Successful penalty kill for them. Riley in on the forecheck. Moose sends it out to center. That's turned over. Macias then returns the favor. Centering pass just outside the reach of the cutting center, and then it's going to be a Yellowstone player into the net, knocking it off the pegs. Draw is one back for LUNDVALL. He'll reverse it around far side. Schlenker goes to the boards, along with Williams. Shot saved. Puck was loose there. Icing. Jackson. That one back out to center. Moose control, center circle, offside. This one sent forward right in front of the Jackson bench. Clark pushes it in. Riley will fire a shot, pad save. Perry sends it around. And Yellowstone just backs off, but they get it anyway. Clark, Riley, shot off the outside of the net. Perry not able to keep this one in, and he's got it forward behind him. Fed across for Blaine Riley. And here's Isaac Jackson. Cross for Riley. That's the right idea, but a good save. That's a Jackson netminder moving from his left to his right. Get that pad on the ice and shut that down. That's the type of play you like to see out of Yellowstone. Good unselfish play that ends up usually in a high probability scoring chance. Here's Perry all alone out there. He'll fire a shot. That's deflected high and into the glass. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the hockey game. Yellowstone needs to start making something happen, and now it's going to be a delayed penalty coming to Jackson. Isaac Jackson, he'll sidestep. The defender went right in. Off a skate, gets it right back. Jackson feathers this one around. That's going to be touched up. And there is the whistle. 4:59 to play. It's going to be number 23 going to the box. 2 minutes for roughing. Yellowstone goes on the power play. Moose win that draw. Send it around the boards. That takes a weird bounce, and Macias misses it. It's going to come all the way down on Tucker Baker. He'll settle the puck for Corso. Corso pass, not handled by Holdren. Corso will dump this one in. Holdren will chase. Crossing pass, Macias misplays that one. Moose have a breakaway, shorthanded chance. Number 13 in on Baker. Backhand and scores. And Riley into the zone, onside. He'll fan on that shot. Macias fires one. That is held. Should be a running clock, but they're stopping it. Draw controlled by Yellowstone. Macias feeds it across. There's a shot, save up into the netting. Draw one. All the way back around to the boards. Macias in the middle, high slot. Backhands a shot that goes wide left. Overskated by the Moose. That allows Yellowstone to keep it in the zone. Park puts it deep along with Holdren. Holdren trying to feed it out front to Riley. Misses him. Icing call. No, they will play it. Macias fires a shot deflected wide. Under 3 minutes to play in the hockey game. Penalty expires to number 23 for Jackson. They're back to full strength. Holdren shot goes wide. Pass intercepted by Parker Clark. Feeds it over for Holdren. He'll fire another one. That's wide right. Pinching up is Perry. Going off for the change. It's Clark. Over the bench comes Isaac Jackson. There's a shot. Holdren save. Moose fires a shot high and wide. Baker there on the second attempt to shut it down. Baker slides over, gets that left pad down to save that one. Just held in at the zone, they'll say. Backhand shot wide right. Perry settles it back behind Baker, feeds it up for Macias. Pass, but Schlenker wasn't paying attention. That's going to be an icing call. Back in place shot, Baker save. Rawlings feeds it across for Riley. Tries to go to the backhand side. 1 minute to play in the hockey game. Clark knocked to his keister. Shot goes wide right. Far corner, 35 seconds remaining on the clock. And I'll blow the whistle. Yellowstone controls off the draw here. Pushing it forward is KASE LUNDVALL. Holdren not able to peel it off the boards. Riley fires a shot. That's safe. Moose push it forward. Clark intercepts. Sends it back the other direction. Onside. Riley get another shot. There's the horn. And the ball game. Or puck game, I should say. It's going to be a 6-1 victory as Jackson takes the sweep this weekend against Yellowstone. Going home empty-handed. Had a solid effort yesterday, 5-3 loss, but that game felt much closer than that. This one was one-sided. Jackson controlling it, and then the whole Jackson team tumbles in the handshake line. Up next, 12U Pee Wee hockey. Right here, 8:45 is the projected puck drop, so we'll see you back in just a few minutes. Till then.